have a little bit of a confession. I hate websites. I think so many entrepreneurs procrastinate making their website, they make the wrong websites, or they make their website too early before they actually know what the hell it is they're selling. And in my time of many different side hustles, I have made many websites. I've also experimented with hiring web designers to do it for me, but today I wanted to set myself a challenge to rebuild my entire website in 24 hours. We are going to take my website from looking like this cobbled together kind of mess, like individually the pages look really nice, but all together I've just been adding in random products and new courses throughout the past 3 years, and everything looks slightly different. And we are going to transform that into this shiny, beautiful thing that I'm going to cut to on the screen here, and hopefully this video works out okay and you're looking at a website right now. But what I'm looking at present is a whole lot of nothing. I'm actually getting kind of nervous starting this, but we're going to power through. My goal with this video is to show you how easy it can be to do your own website, share all of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the last 5 years of running my own business. And in case you're new around here, hi, hello, my name is Ellen. I'm a social media strategist and I went freelance with my own business over 5 years ago now. I love to make videos all about my social media management journey and helping others who want to pursue the same dream of being self-employed like me. Okay, things are about to get serious. I've got the mic clipped on. We've got the glasses on, I'm ready to roll. When it comes to designing your own website, my first tip is to make your life easier and just buy a template to begin with. This is your business at the end of the day. You want to look polished, you want to look professional. And sometimes I think the free templates that are generally provided by the website hosting platforms like Squarespace or Kajabi, Wix, Showit, sometimes I find the free ones aren't that great. So the thing that I have been doing since day one in my business is utilizing Etsy. I don't sell things on Etsy myself. I don't really know anything about the platform, but I do know that they have some hella good digital products on there. So what I usually do is just put into the search bar my platform of choice that I'm hosting my website on, and then template. If I am looking for a specific page of a template, like a sales page or a link in bio, I will put those search terms in as well. I did this for my first ever website that I built for Dishing Up Digital, and I ended up with a really unique, really cool Squarespace template. I have tested out a lot of different web designers in terms of the templates that they offer. And for this particular website, I've decided to go for justaddyourbrand.com. I used one of their templates on a sales page that I created last year for just like a one-off Instagram group coaching program that I did, and it was really easy to use. Because one thing you'll discover with templates are not all built the same. There are some templates that are shit. And there are some templates that are really user-friendly and just make sense and are really easy to like switch out colors and fonts, because that's what you want. You want a template, but then you want to fully customize that to make it look your own. And that is what I'm going to be documenting in this video. So here are my first 4 top tips for creating your website as a service provider, creator, or personal brand. Number 1, it's not just about you, it's why you. I think everybody knows that their website should have an about page or have information about you sprinkled throughout the homepage and all of that kind of stuff. I've even got a space for it like on my template, so it's very easy for me to fill in. But what I really want to get across is these sections on your website should be more than just like a boring CV, resume kind of highlights of this is what I've accomplished, or this is what I've done, or this is my journey from 2000 and whatever to now. Use these spaces on your website to instead tell a story and connect with your audience. Why should they care about you? Why should they be following you or buying one of your products or investing in your services? Now, I'd like to say I'm pretty good at this because I used to be a journalist, so storytelling is kind of my thing. But think about some of the challenges throughout your journey and think about how you can take your readers or whoever's visiting your website on a little bit of a journey and educate them, share your lessons and things like that. Just like you use hooks on social media, you want to start your introductions with something that will draw people in and keep them reading, especially if you've got more of a long form about page taking people through quite a decent amount of your story. You want to make sure you've got the hooks and the headings and the subheadings to keep them interested. Another sub lesson of this tip is make sure you have good photos. Like, I'm all for DIYing your own website. That is literally what we're doing in this video. And that is me saving money as a business owner. Like, it's really expensive to get a full website done, can be like $10,000. So spending $400 on a template, doing it myself, I save a lot of money, but investing in brand photos, images of yourself, I think is worth every penny. I take a lot of my own photos, to be fair, but I have 10 years experience. Like, I have been taking photos of myself on a tripod since I was 14, 15, and I started my fashion blog. But even despite my sick photography skills and self-portrait skills, if I do say so myself, I have actually been leaning into a lot of the images from the one or two professional shoots that I have done and using those on my website, because like your website, you can't get away with just like iPhone selfie. Like, you really want it to look elevated and really slick and professional, especially if you're someone like me and you are selling more premium digital products or premium one-on-one services. You want to create a sense of trust with high quality content. The next thing you want to include is social proof. Social proof everywhere on your website. I want it on the homepage. I want it on the pages for each individual product or service. I want it sprinkled in like the footer of every single web page. I just want all the social proof. What I mean by this is not just written testimonials or quotes that are saying, oh, Alan's fabulous to work with, you should totally hire her. But I also want to see screenshots. I want to see stats, numbers, a little as seen in or featured section. You see that a lot on coaches and course creators websites. Will be like as seen in Forbes. Now, I don't quite have the Forbes tagline yet, but I have created a little bar that runs through my numbers and my stats on socials, and dropping in little things like I'm in the top 1.5% of global podcasts. Like, this is all stuff that is going to hook people in and showcase your authority. Tip number 3 is all about making your website easy to shop, because we want to make money here, right? And this is something that I have struggled with in the past, and I even have some products at the moment which I have soft launched and then just never bothered to add to my website, even though they're selling really well when I'm directly linking them on social media. If you come to my website, you would never know that those products existed. So we need to fix that, and I really just want to have a central hub of not just courses, but like all my digital products. So like the courses, the Dishing Up Digital School, some of the one-off masterclasses, the template bundles, and just make it really easy, like one hub, so people can scroll through and find exactly what they need and then click through to individual sales pages and checkout pages. For programs like the Dishing Up Digital School, because it is a premium price point, it's priced at $1,600 US. That is something that has a fully fledged sales page that I've already done, so we're not tackling that today, thank God, because sales pages take a lot of time. Like, I'll spend same amount of time I spend doing the whole website, I would spend on one sales page. But when I have smaller digital products like my template bundle, because that's under $100, I will send people straight to a checkout page, which has some information about what they're buying and some photos and stuff, but it's not like a 16 section sales page that, has a lot of information on it. It's just like a more, you ready to buy this? Cool, here you are. My fourth tip, and this is especially important for creator-led businesses, people like me who are trying to monetize their content, you want to put your content front and center on your website. So I've actually just been working on this now. If I pan you around, you can see I've got a screenshot here of my podcast, and that is actually a section on my homepage. So I think I'm going to add another individual page just on my podcast and maybe some written summaries of podcast episodes. I think that's going to be one of my down the line projects though, not a right now project. But at least for now, I have on my homepage a section that highlights the podcast. Then underneath that, I have a section that highlights my YouTube channel with embedded YouTube videos, so people can literally just click play and watch them on the website. Another thing I'll be adding on all of those pages is some kind of widget that links to my Instagram page, so people can come follow me on Instagram, but they can also see the posts, what I've recently shared on Instagram. The last thing that I've added to my homepage so far is a freebie/lead magnet to drive people to my email list and send them into an automated funnel. Now, I'm going to talk about this in depth a little bit later on, and it's something that will actually come up on quite a few of my web pages. So we'll talk about that later, but for now, I've kind of finished my homepage, or roughly finished. My strategy here is to come in and do all of the design, so upload all of the images, get all of my links in for my buttons, change all the colors, I've just put my logo in there and sorted out the menu bar and get all of that kind of stuff looking good. And then I'm going to come back probably tomorrow and go through and do all of the text. So that's where I'm actually writing what everything is going to say, because at the moment a lot of it is just like junk text from the template. It is now 5:30 and I'm not quite as far along as I would like, but we had a slow start this morning, so we've still got some of tomorrow to work on this project. But so far the homepage is looking gorgeous. Just ignore some of the text. You can see some of it's just like the junk text from the template or the placeholder text. But pretty much the visuals are all there. Almost, I'd say 99%. And most importantly, I've got all my brand colors and my fonts and everything is looking gorgeous. Now, this is what I love about templates, is it comes with all of the little pages that you don't really think about when designing a website. Prime example is your 404 error page. This is something I never designed before because I was obnoxious enough to think that I'd never have any broken links on my website. And what do you know, I change URLs over the years and things get a little bit messy. So I now have a custom 404 error page, which I never had before. Literally set that up in 2 clicks. Also the same with the thank you page. This is another one that now is just looking so much more cohesive, and it's got my menu bar, my logo and everything on there. And then obviously my website is hosted on Kajabi, as I mentioned previously. So I have my course hub for like students when they're logged in. So they log in and they're like, these are all the products that you own, because, you know, hopefully my students buy multiple courses and not just one. And as you can see, I actually have so many different things, which is why I really need to set up a more of a shoppable course page or courses to buy. But yeah, this is what it looks like for my students when they log in. And again, just took me 2 clicks to set that up with the template. Same thing, also did the login page, which is all now looking personalized and cohesive. And the only ones I have left on my list are the about page, which is definitely going to require more thought to do like the writing. I did start uploading a few of the images. And then I need to do my shop page, which I think is going to require the most customization. The template isn't exactly what I've envisioned in my head, but I found some other coaches and course creators websites that I really like that I'm going to use as a bit of a guideline of how I want to structure mine. And then last but not least, the contact page, which is not actually something that I had on this website. I'm still up in the air whether I should have it on this website or whether I should just link people to Dishing Up Digital, but then that might confuse some people. So yes, we're going to do a contact page. Just figured that out while I was talking there. In other great news, my hiccups are gone. So that's fabulous. I'm heading to my sister's house now for dinner. So we're going to step away from the computer a little bit. I may or may not come back and work on it later tonight though. I'm just excited. I'm really loving this. Like, it's looking so cute. Hi, this is a little bit embarrassing. I'm not filming this the next day. I was contemplating lying to the camera and being like, oh, hi guys, good morning, it's the next day. It is not the next day. It is a week later. Therefore, I have technically failed my 24-hour website building challenge. However, when I logged in to continue the website last week, I started looking at some of my offers. And I was like, Ellen, I think we should redo some of these. And I think you should upgrade your template bundle. And I think you should create a new masterclass to include as an upsell. And I went on this literal, like, huge spiral. Like, I feel like someone's gonna watch this and diagnose me as ADHD because I just went on this massive side quest to create new digital products to put on my website. And then all of those needed new email sequences and automations and checkout pages. And I also bought an online course about selling digital products because I just love doing online courses about everything, like not just like business. Like, I'm trying to find a gardening course at the moment because I really want to improve my gardening. Long story short, I have lots of new things to put on my new website now, and I'm very, very happy. And we are now resuming the 24-hour challenge. We're just picking it up a week later. So we spent around 6 hours on the first day. I spent 2 hours this morning redesigning my shop page, which is just looking so good with all of its new offers and new little workshop and template bundles on there. And now, my friends, we are on the home stretch. So I'm going to do a little bit of work at my computer and kind of show you how easy it is to do these template customizations. And then I'm probably going to migrate to the couch because that's where I was just working from earlier. And it feels like it is a couch working day, you know? Like, it's a bit rainy here in Auckland. I've got my cozy sweats on. I'm literally wearing pajama pants. And it's just a vibe on the sofa with a movie on. So let me walk you through a little bit of what I've been doing first. Okay, I'm trying to keep track of what pages I've done. We've done the shop page. I think next I'll just do the home page. I'll do the about page last, I think, because that's always the hardest, writing about yourself. Maybe the freebies page I should do next. Or is this one done? Oh, never mind. The freebies page is basically done. I just need to take off some of these. Okay, I'm definitely getting a little bit lazy with these templates, but you know what? It's fine. It's allowed. Okay, this is my current speaking page, and the idea with this is so people can book me to speak at their events, but it's looking pretty bland and not matching the new website. So I think what I'm going to do is try use one of these pages as like a template. Okay, I have just duplicated the about page of the template, and I'm going to turn this into a page about my speaking, and I think I'm going to change up the vibe quite a bit for this one. So I've just added a new banner to this website, just using one of the section templates in Kajabi, added a little background box to my text just to make it stand out more, but I wanted this like kind of cool washed out photo of like the crowd behind me from one of my speaking gigs. I've then popped in another image down here of me speaking at another event and just trying to fit in lots of testimonials. Might actually change the background color of this one. Let's make this one pink. The text I've just taken from my existing page, but let's see if we can get this video up, because I feel like that's really good to have on a speaker page. People can actually see you speaking. Okay guys, I just feel like hot shit because I just did some custom coding to make my video portrait sized on my website instead of the standard like landscape, because it was a reel and it looks so good. Obviously, one of the perks of buying templates like this is you don't have to custom code. It is just so simple. You've been watching me do it. I'm just clicking, selecting colors, selecting text, rewriting things, dragging, dropping in new images. Occasionally I might want to crop my images or change a button to be somewhere different, or like on the speaker page, like change the header that was given to me with the template. But it does not have to be complicated building your website. Is it perfect? No. Could a professional web designer do a better job and make it look more unique? Definitely. Will my SEO be the best in the world? Probably not. I've probably missed some things. But this is doing the job, and that is what entrepreneurship is all about. Sometimes you can't be perfect, you just got to get it done. Now, one of the things I mentioned about maximizing the traffic that comes from socials onto your website, making them like connected, building your email list, that is where the funnels come in. So on a lot of my pages, I have a form box where people can enter their email address and name to get one of my freebies. I have two main freebies for my business: the social media starter kit, which is a like 20-page PDF guide, goes through how to set up your social media management business, how to start pitching to clients, tools that I use, books that I love, and it's just a really quick guide that's nice and free for potential new followers. And the idea with your freebie is you want to offer something that your ideal customer is looking for. They're going to download that and then they're going to be like, you know what, this freebie was so good, I want to pay to work with Ellen, or I want to do one of her courses. One of the mistakes I see a lot of service-based entrepreneurs do with their funnel and freebie though is they don't make it something that their genuine clients would download. For example, I am targeting other social media managers, so my freebie is about social media management. However, I see a lot of other social media managers who do the same thing and replicate the same formula and make a PDF that's about social media management, when that is not what their ideal clients are looking for. Like, they don't actually want to know about you and your job. They want something that will help them. So this is where social media managers who do really well is having an opt-in, which is like a content calendar or a list of 100 hooks to use on social media. I have been hesitant in the past where I think sometimes those freebies attract freebie hunters or business owners who are just DIYing it and they don't actually want to hire a social media manager. So that's also one thing to be conscious of. You want them to download this freebie and experience some kind of mini transformation or learning or win that gets them excited to then take the next step and hire you. This is what's made my website a lot more useful. Rather than just being a portfolio of my work, it has turned it into another platform, another channel for my community for me. It also means that I can capitalize on the traffic that I have on social media, send them to my website and get their email addresses as well. I started really small with this. I used to just have a home page and then a landing page for my freebie and then a landing page for my online course. You do not need to have all of the bells and whistles to get started. Likewise, my freebie just started as an instant PDF download. Then I added like a 3-day email sequence. Then that turned into a 5-day email sequence. And now it's like a 20-day email sequence that sends them into another funnel. So there's layers that I've added to it over time. I have been working from the couch. I finished my homepage. I've given up on my about page because I just talk about myself a lot throughout the whole website, and I was like, do I really need a dedicated page about me? So we'll put that one on pause. I might come back and work on it at a later date, but I don't think it's important to launch with. Most importantly, I have spent the last 2 hours working on this link in bio page, which is going to be, instead of using like a software like Linktree or Standstore to send people from my Instagram and TikTok to like a landing page, I've built my own one using one of the awesome templates from Just Add Your Brand, and it matches my website template, so it's all nice and cohesive. And I think I've achieved that initial goal I talked about at the beginning of the video of just really making it shoppable. Like, I've got a whole bunch of my digital products right there, my YouTube videos are embedded, and I think that looks so much better than my Linktree. I've lost count of how many hours I've worked on this, but I think I've definitely cleared it in under 24 hours. It's just 24 hours spread out across several days. But I think this is a good example if any of you guys are maybe side hustling at the moment, or you're trying to build up your business and you want to put together a website for your services. You can do it in a short amount of time. You can do it in just a couple of spare hours each day. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So if you want to go look at it, I'll put a link below. And if you want to get any of my free resources that you've been seeing me feature on my website, I'll link those down below as well. Now I'm going to eat my slice of jam toast that Ellie made me and finish watching Chicken Little because we're currently binging Disney movies before we go to Disneyland. And this was like my last big project before my holiday. So I'm very excited. Signing off. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff.